What's going on, Aquarius? Welcome back to my channel. It's Craft and Conjure. This reading goes out to Sun, Moon, and Rising, singles, couples, men, and women. Cross watchers are welcome. If you would like to book a personal reading, please check the description box below, and tips and donations are always honored and welcomed. See what we got. Be open. Be forward, be receptive, but be projective and progressive. Because when you allow that to happen, you can connect with the ebb and the flow better. For those in the numerology, 9. You're almost there. 10 of Wands. It's been a struggle, hasn't it? Especially when you started to manifest all that stuff and you had to carry it back to your kingdom, huh? I've been there. I am picking up that a few of you are stressed, that you're carrying more on your back that you think you're incapable of bearing. Well, what if I told you that you're capable of bearing those wands, because you're just about there. You're about to go from the 10 into the king and the queen. So, you know, keep it up, keep going with it. Try to tap into that last little bit of fiery passion that you have, and just know that there is rest coming. And there won't be rest coming in the old temple, it'll be in your new castle. So whether that is a passionate emotional renewal, or just your passion bringing things to life on a mundane level, aka success, prosperity, you name it, so forth and so on, just know that it was hard work, and hard work does pay off. 9 of Cups, when you enter into that, when you reach, you know, your destination, your kingdom, just for now, just understand that you're gonna kick back and probably relax for a couple of days, but then you're gonna start to kind of want to share what it is that you've worked so hard to achieve. And I'm not talking about giving everything that you've achieved, you know, away, but you're in a place where you could share a little bit. You know, you've gone through these scorpionic deaths. For those who are curious, there might be a Scorpio coming into your life, or you might have Scorpio in your chart, or you just might be operating from a very, very, very deep emotional aspect. But I do sense that when you come forth with those 9 of Cups, after the harvest, etc., 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 you're really going to be in that giving state. You're going to be in that state where, you know what, I can afford to share a bit, I can afford to give a bit, I can afford to start to share my cups with people. Perhaps a few of you might have a small gathering. You know, perhaps a few of you might take those you really love and care about out on a night on the town. You know, you're showing yourself off, and that's perfectly fine. You've been through the ultimate betrayal. You've been stabbed in the back, and you realize that sometimes, you know, defensiveness isn't really where it needs to be. So you just kind of put that shit down and kept going the way it is that you're going. You've been through the 5 of Cups, which is heartbreak. And that's just not heartbreak from a person. Heartbreak comes from a lot of shit. Letdowns, delays, people saying one thing, doing another. But I sense that many of you have walked on past that. I also sense that maybe someone had a relationship gone awry with the 5 of Wands, the drama. And you kind of closed yourself out to love. Well, I mean, I'm all for it. If you want to close yourself out to love, that's a great thing. But let me share this. Try not to stay closed out too long. You ain't got to have romantic relationships, but as we closing out the love, there it is right there. And here's the Magician. So what I'm saying is, you have everything inside of you you need to heal. You know, and just because that person messed your head up or whatever happened, you know, and they brought drama into your life, so forth and so on, you have everything you need to attract that new vibe. So what I want you to do, for those that are listening, is, yeah, this pops up. This popped up. Yeah, the 5 of Cups. Again, it sucks. It does. But try to stay away or get away from that drama. If that person keeps coming back into your life and they always bring in drama no matter what they say, don't even waste your time with it. Don't even waste your time with it. Get out there and socialize with people that you can socialize with, you know what I'm saying? And then understand that there's still love out there. Now, if you're not really feeling a romantic relationship, don't get into one. But understand that there is love out there. And sometimes love, not romantic love, but just love in general from friends, so forth and so on, can really, really, really help turn the wheel of the year for you, which is about luck, change, shifting. We got some shifts coming up, y'all. And I really do hear that this is going to be a very monumental shift for you during the darker time of the year. Spend some time with the moon, especially during the darker time of the year. For those who are really connected to the sun, that's great. But during the dark time of the year, try to stay connected to the moon. Because the moon is going to help you with the ebb and flow, so forth, so on, etc., etc., etc. Let's jump into some oracle. Don't y'all laugh at my old cards. Hit the intention. Send your intention to the universe. And understand, as the arrow master, intent will get you there. You just got to kind of ride the wave and carry through on your end. Yeah. For those that are going through a heartbreak, you're really in the prison wave energy right now, which is self-sabotage and poverty consciousness. What I mean by self-sabotage is when you go through it and you break up with your partner, or you have it out with somebody, or you just break up or break off a friendship, we all kind of enter into this energy for a while of like, I ain't gonna be around anybody, I'm gonna be left alone, yeah. Well, that's really not the way to go right now, because the universe is gonna slam dunk you with people in your life. Not so much like, more romantic relationships, but when you going through something and you split up with somebody, so forth and so on, and you going through it, yeah, of course, some time alone is good, but also I am picking up, and I do hear that too much time alone is not good. You can actually adopt and merge the energy of used to being alone, and it might feel cool, you alone for good and stuff. You might have a couple days where it mess with you, but in the long run, it starts to weigh down on you. It starts to slowly weigh down on you, your consciousness, sways even into a more poverty state. And the next thing you know, you in a prison and you just like, man, I ain't trying to deal with nobody. Don't let that energy become you. Fun fact, I was like that for about 10 years. Yep. And when I came out, I couldn't even feel what most people felt. So it's okay to get into that energy, that introspection energy, so forth and so on. Hell, spend a little time in the prison wave energy if you want to. If you want to do that for a little bit, that's fine. But don't stay in the prison wave energy for too long, which is self-sabotage and poverty consciousness. How many times we done had our heart broken shit and we'd be like, nah, no more, period, point blank, and then someone great come into our lives. You dig? The Camel Boy is about small steps and asking for help. For those in numerology 31 and 33. If you can't get out of this consciousness or the state, then ask for help. Whether it's your friends or the divine realm. The Hawk Prince. The Resting Tree. The Hawk Prince and the Resting Tree is about spirit communication and paying attention and patience and stillness. So if you're trying to get out of it, spirit communication, paying attention, and then sit down and just be still. Now, I'm not saying sit in a chair all day long and just wait, but be still. Be still within your soul. Be still within self. Do not let the dragon's dual energy get at you, which is about inner conflict, morality, conscious choice, so forth and so on. Like I say, it's hard, but if you just take a little time to introspect, you'll see that it's worth coming out. But I am hearing that some in the universe ain't gonna let you stay in that vibe for too long. It's not, because there's great things out there. Even if the things are messed up right now, there's still a lot of good out there. And I am picking up that you are going to be doing some great things. It might not be like huge on TV all over the place, but some of the greatest things are done, quietly and in the cut. All right. That's all I got for you. Hopefully this resonates in some way, shape, manner, or form. If so, please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading, please check the description box below. That information will be down there. And tips and donations are always welcomed and honored. So until we talk again, peace.